And we're hot. So, don't have a hunting partner in the studio tonight, but I do have a life partner.
Hi there.
Yeah, Rebecca's joining me tonight. Dustin is still over in Mississippi working the storms. Not sure exactly what he was doing. I was hoping we'd get together tonight and have a phone type podcast, but that hadn't came true. Matter of fact, he hadn't even read my text. So I assume he's still out. Of course, when they finish up, they still have to park trucks, then go get cleaned up, go get something to eat. It could be late. So anyway, I just thought tonight, kind of throwing this together, I could sit down with you, smile and don't show up on the podcast. And we could, since this is going to come out really on the eve of the National Wild Turkey Federation's 50th convention in Nashville, we could kind of talk about a little bit about that. Get your perspective on it, since you don't really turkey hunt. Well, you don't turkey hunt at all. You've never turkey hunted, I don't guess.
No, I haven't. I've never turkey hunted. Just deer.
So you can you could probably give some insight into somebody what there is to do for wives, husbands, kids, people that don't hunt, because I know it's you do enjoy it there.
Oh yeah, it's a good time. I mean, first off, it's Nashville, and there's a lot to do in Nashville.
Yeah.
And then even at the convention itself, even though I don't hunt, there are so many booths. You can walk around that place for, 2 hours and still not see everything.
Oh, it take 2 hours to get to down one aisle. Half the time it's so packed. And I think they're expecting over 100,000 this year. I know the first year I went, did you go up that year?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I think you and I went with the Smarts.
Yeah.
And we were there, Friday and Saturday. Didn't really know William and his crew at Legacy that well. We was just kind of getting to know them, I guess. Since then, they become good friends.
Oh, they're great people.
Just here, William and Tanya, and getting to know Roger and David, of course. Oh, Tippy Toe David. But, and since then, it's kind of grown into a thing. Last year, Dustin and I actually went up on a Tuesday and was there when William got there to help him unload the truck, get things rolled around and semi set up. It's not going to happen that way this year. First off, I think I messed up on the dates and didn't get Tuesday. And then come to find out, according to Roger, William got a call, I guess, day before yesterday, and they told him he needed to be there Monday to unload. So it wouldn't have mattered if we'd have got up there Tuesday or not. So,
well, isn't this the 50th anniversary? Maybe they're expecting it to be bigger. I don't know
how can you make it bigger?
But
I mean, every booth has been sold and sold out. The waiting list, I know 2 or 3 people I've seen just on some of the Facebook posts from other groups and other pages that people have been on the waiting list and they're just being told no. So I guess a pro tip for anybody wanting a booth next year, you probably want to call them now and reserve it. I know it is special being the 50th anniversary. I was looking through, and I wish I'd have brought the book in here with me. They used to bounce the convention around. It's even been in Birmingham one time, I think in like 78 or 79, they had it in Birmingham. And then they went to they've been to Nashville. And then one year they went to Atlanta. Lowest attendance they ever had. I think it scared them. They went back to Nashville, and they haven't left since then. And I think it's found a good home. I think it's kind of central for the majority of Eastern turkey hunters anyway. I mean, it's a drive or a flight if you're in New York or Michigan or somewhere like that. But generally, I don't think it's in a bad spot.
No, of course I don't. It's a 2-hour drive. I'm all about it.
Well, yeah, that makes it easy on us. But, if you do live, where you got to drive, and they're all from all over the United States. People come from basically every state in the Union.
I was just talking about for us.
Oh, yeah. No, it makes it
drive.
Makes it easy for us. Of course, we stay in a real nice place. Got a good friend we've made really through the Legacy and Smarts. John, he always helps us get our room. And
well, it's more than a room. It's a nice little
well, it's a condo. It's a condo. And we rent a 2-bedroom. And last year was the first year, I guess, you and I and Dustin and Laura stayed together in the room.
Yeah. Because I think the year before that, they stayed at Opryland.
Yeah, they did. So, yeah, I think we were actually thinking we were going to be staying with the Smarts, and they something happened. They were hunting or they were doing something. I'm not sure what it was. But anyway, so what do you find the most fun while you're there? You're going to be there. Oh, excuse me. Just had a grilled cheese and tomato soup. It's a good cold night for that. So had a little belch come up. But so what do you look forward to?
First off, it's fun to catch up with a lot of people that I don't get to see, that we know, and we'll run into all kinds of people that we haven't seen for a while there. So I think that's kind of neat. Surprisingly, even if you're not an avid turkey hunter, there's a lot of shopping to be done there. I always manage to find a way to spend money when
that's true
around there. Let me see. I like the watering hole.
Yeah. That's a little retreat area. So if you need a break, you can get out there and sit. And usually they got music playing and maybe even live music.
Yeah.
And get you a good cool refreshment, any kind. I mean, from I guess mixed drinks to beer to Coca-Colas to a bottle of water. Good restaurants in there.
Yeah. Good restaurants. But yeah, it's just fun to catch up and walk around and shop and chit-chat and everything else. Sometimes it makes for long days. I'm definitely 110% over duck calls by the time I leave.
Yeah, I've never really quite understood that either. I mean, it is a turkey show. And listen, I know they're selling deer hunts. So a lot of these outfitters do it all. They deer hunt, they duck hunt, they turkey hunt. I assume they elk hunt. I don't know. They do it all, and that's where we came across the guy Tommy we're gonna turkey hunt with in April, and I am working on that schedule. I don't know how to get you my calendar though. So
well, I
don't know how to share it.
Text me.
No, that's not the way it works.
Just text me the dates, and
anyway,
I'll be fine. I just need to know when I can plan my me time.
Oh, it's about the middle of March until late May. So there's plenty of time in there. I do know we'll be leaving around the 20th of April. I think our hunt starts, we may leave on the 19th. The hunt starts on the 21st and goes to the 24th. Then we'll come home.
Will you be gone on your birthday again?
I don't know yet. I don't know. That all depends.
Ladies, find a man with a birthday in May who likes to turkey hunt. You get by with a lot of missed birthdays.
Well, I was trying to give you a couple of dates right off the bat. If we kill quick, we'll be coming back a little faster. But if we don't, we'll hunt through the 24th. That'll put us coming home somewhere probably on the 25th. And then we will be at home for 3 or 4 days. And then Dustin and I turn and burn back to Illinois. We're going to be hunting Illinois. Oh, let's see. My calendar's right here on my phone. It should just show up, I would think. Well, hold on. Where is my calendar? Not my contacts, my calendar. So, of course, turkey hunting in Alabama starts on the 25th of March. I'll probably be off that Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, or at least somewhere in there. I don't have many places to hunt. I can hunt, Uncle Fred's farm, our 40 acres. Not much goes on down at the hunting camp. And then, I'm showing either the 19th or 20th, we'll be headed to Iowa or Missouri. I don't know which will be the first stop. And then we'll come home, and then we leave out the following Wednesday on the 29th, and we will be hunting Illinois that whole week, all the way through the 7th. So I may be home on my birthday. We got to we would hunt through the 8th, but I think that's Hunter's pinning or whatever it is for his nursing graduation. So anyway, we're hoping to be done and back before then. And then let's see. No, I don't have anything else on this calendar. Of course, we'll be wide open in here. We got a place in Michigan we can go. Indiana's going to be tough. I don't think we're going to make Indiana this year.
They've got a really short season, don't they?
Excuse me. Yes, it comes in like the 22nd of April, and then it goes out like May 10th or something like that. So we're going to be tied up between Missouri, Illinois, and Idaho. So
I'm just impressed that I knew a state had a short season.
Yeah.
I've been around you too long.
So it seems like there was something else somewhere else, but I'm not sure. Michigan.
Well, you were invited back to Canada.
Oh, now Dustin's calling me. Isn't that amazing? So I'll call him back in a minute. So, well, Canada could be on the books. It does run, into May. We done talked about it. If we go, we're going to fly. I can fly round trip $420. You can't drive it for that.
No.
But that all depend. I haven't even talked to Steve about that. I was really going to wait till after the show to start really nailing down that. But we got a place in Michigan we can go. And then a friend in Minnesota has a place if we could work it in. They all run through the end of May. We used to hunt the first week of June in Michigan, but they changed their season this year. They end on the 31st. And you know about where we'd be hunting in Michigan. I think I pointed that out when we were driving back from our fishing trip.
Yeah, we stopped so you could pin spots.
Well, I know, except we didn't get to eat at the turkey place.
Because all they had was turkey.
I know. It's perfect.
I don't like turkey.
Yeah, you like turkey. You like what I cook.
Well, yeah.
Anyway, so that's what I've got down so far.
No, I didn't make note of any of it.
Yeah, I'm going to text Dustin back real quick and tell him we're trying to record more.
Tell him I am holding the line for him.
Well,
although I know absolutely nothing about turkey hunting.
Well, you will. You should.
I know that Indiana has a season.
Well. So anyway, as you can look at the table, I've been in here.
I know you've been coming out here. He's been coming out here to practice, y'all.
Well, this is the first. I'm trying to pick out strikers, which will be my first 3-pot calls or 2-pot calls. I try to carry at least 2. Mouth calls are in my truck. These I have to rehydrate, so they're meant. I got to go in there and soak those. They were in the freezer, but they're still stuck together. Trumpet call will not be going. It is not sounding good.
Well, I'm just thankful and want you to know that I very much appreciate you coming out, meeting 2 studios to practice your calls as opposed to in the house. Well, I'm trying to chillax.
No, that's not what you're doing. And keep the microphone in front of you.
Every time you turn your head,
you blend away, you fade away. No, you diamond dot. That's not chillaxing.
That is chillaxing for me.
And that has nothing to do with noise. So anyway, have you got anything on your list? Let's get back to the show. This is like Convention Eve podcast. Anything pop out that you're just going to go do when you first get there?
Yes, I am not going to skip the Mossy Oak booth and wait until later because they do have a camp hoodie that I wanted last year that I think they'll probably have there again this year that I waited last year and didn't buy it and they were sold out. And then every time you or I have been to Mossy Oak since, they've been sold out, and they've been sold out on the website every time I check. So I'm going to go check that and buy the camp hoodie that I want.
Well, I've made a short list. I got my 10th Legion book. I'm having all the legends signed. So I've come up with a couple more names. I'm gonna put in there. I got 1 book I'm buying. Of course, I'm a big Tom Kelly. I don't know if you know that or not, but Colonel Tom Kelly, the 10th Legion. I've got a lot of his books. I've got collector's edition books. Well, anyway, his daughter Tom is 98, or will be turning 98. He won't be at the show, of course, but his daughter is, and they're releasing a book this year at the show. It's called the 10th Legion, the bootleg edition. What happened was when Tom first released his book, I don't know if it was between the first and second, third edition. Anyway, it was a long span of time. And this guy, I thought it was Mississippi, but he could have been in Louisiana. I'm not sure. He got tired of waiting. So he just copied the book and printed his own copies. I mean, it's still 10th Legion by Tom Kelly, but they didn't have copy machines back then. He, I guess, hand typed it. There's a lot of misspelled words. Anyway, this just tells you the different times it was back then. This was in the 70s. Anyway, Tom found out about it, and he drove over to meet with this guy and discuss what had been going on. And instead of a lawsuit coming out of it, Tom and this guy, which I wish I knew his name, I'm sure it'll be in the book, they formed a company called Spur Printing. And together they printed other copies of his books together.
That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, today Alexander Shannara would have been involved or whatever. And there'd have been lawsuits everywhere, but it was just, that's a different time and a different, if if I copied somebody's book today, they would sue the crap out of me is all I'm saying. I'm not saying Tom Kelly would sue me because he's a different mindset and a different generation. So I'm going to be there lined up at the in the NWTF booth area where they sell their goods. She's going to be there, I guess, selling the book and autographing the book, that kind of thing. So I'm going to get one of those. Am I that boring? You over there yawning on me?
No, it's evening. I yawn.
Well, it is.
I suppose I'll spend my fair share of time following you around to take pictures of you people. I do a lot of that at the convention.
Oh, I'm going to go over to the Quaker Boy booth, and I got a couple autographs I got to get over there this year. One of them being the founder of Quaker Boy's son, who's run the company for years. So that's two. I don't know who else. I'm very kind of picky about who I want in that book. I'm trying to get all the old guys that I can, the GOATs, I guess. I'm hesitant about having the younger generation. And when I say younger generation, I'm talking younger than me. I don't know.
You're pretty old.
Well, you're pretty long in the tooth yourself. But
I'm younger than you.
Well, that's why I married you. I need somebody to wipe my butt when I can't no more.
No, I'm going to hire a man with rough hands for that.
Yeah, well, fine. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm hesitant to get people like Dave Owens. I don't know if you know who I'm talking about. He's a young gun, probably in his 40s now. He's won Grand National turkey calling two or three times. He's a master caller. Alex DeBoard over at Talk About It Outdoors has a man crush on him. Or I used to think he did until he showed a picture of his visor and he had some other dude's picture up on it. But him, I don't know. There's just all the younger generation. I guess I don't really know who else I'm missing other than maybe some call makers. I got to go through the book. I think I had Redbeard, Dean Munhiki. I can never pronounce his name. He's a good friend. I can't even pronounce his last name, or he has become a good friend. That's his, well, I have one of them down here. No, I do. Yeah, that's one of his calls right there. He's famous for a copper pot, and another one up there turned around backwards is just beautiful because
you got one of his when we were in West Point.
That was the carbon one. I don't have it down here. It's up there somewhere. Yeah, I think it's on the very end down there. So anyway, yeah, I've got about at least 3 of his calls. They're almost too pretty to carry, but I do carry them. I mean, there's some I'll never play. I've got one of Williams' 30th anniversary ones. I've got that Alabama one you bought me that Eddie Salter and them put together. It's a real low number one. So some I've had forever that I just won't carry anymore, like my Night and Hill Old Yeller. That's an original. It's you could have bought it for $15. Probably that's why I paid for it. It's probably a $300 one now because they've come back out. Night and Hill has come back out with this one and the Old Yeller. And they have a box. Walmart's the only one selling it. It's like a collector's edition box. It's got 3 mouth calls. And these two and the new generation of them, it's like $200 because I was going to buy it, take the calls out, and use those calls. Put my Moonshiner call, this call, it's probably a $300 call. And that Scarlet Fever that's up there, it's never been out of the box. It's a collector's item. A lot of people love to hunt with them, but I can't take it out and scratch it up. I bought this one scratched up, but that's because Harold Knight told me that's the one. He pulled it out of his bag and showed it to me and played it, and he said that's all he uses other than one of his mouth calls. So.
Well, now I know where to come to get the money to pay for the man with rough hands.
Oh, most of these aren't worth anything. A lot of them sentimental value. I've got my very first call is over yonder. It's a Lowman slate. It's I don't know how to explain it. It's the first call I ever had a turkey gobble at me with. It's before I could use mouth calls real good. I got out of the truck. I was running cell sites back in the day. I can tell you right where I was, somewhere other side of Springville. And I got out on the road between the highway and the cell tower and hit the call. He gobbled at me. No, that was it. It was over. It was on after that.
True love.
Of course, I got a Christopher King call. He makes some of the finest pot calls there is. And of course, I got a whole pile of mouth calls. Most of them are legacy calls. I do use a ghost cut made by Nick Wilson. It's just my favorite one. It plays so good. It's in my truck right now. I've still got a couple left. He made me a bunch last year. I just give him props where I can. That's about. I tell you, if you wanna sell something, if I die, it'd be those boxes of TSS you see sitting around, because they were like $59 a box now, and they're over $100 something a box this year because of the tungsten.
Oh, I could sell a lot of ammo. See, people, he talks about all the packages that I have come in, which
This is my lifetime.
I do get a lot of packages, but whose packages do I have to sign for all the time? That would be him and his ammo addiction.
No, I mean, that's just I did have to buy, I couldn't find it in the store. I had to buy the rifle ammo, my Barnes ammo. They didn't have it nowhere. Not at Mark's Outdoors. They didn't have it at Vans. I didn't act like they were going to get it, so I ordered it. What else if I had come in? I had this call come in. You didn't have to sign for it. That was a replacement because the other one was broke. Didn't cost a dime. That was a JT.
I did admit that I have a lot of packages.
You have personally probably put 2 or 3 UPS and Amazon delivery people on disability.
No, Walmart delivery.
Walmart. Have you made enough deliveries to pay for your membership?
Just about.
How many you got left?
I think 4.
Anyways, that's my collection laying out here. Me and Dustin are going to do a kind of like they call it a vest dump, what you carry in your vest.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so people can see. Most people don't understand.
Do you carry all that around with you?
No.
When
I will carry.
Because that's a lot of stuff on the table.
Will carry 2. I'll carry most of these strikers. What a lot of these young guys, maybe even the old guys too, I don't know. But a good tip is this call, just this one pot call, will sound 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 7 different calls. Every striker makes it sound different. So if you don't want to carry a bunch of pot calls, you carry one pot call and 4 or 5 strikers, and use every one of them. Hit it. You don't get a response. Heck, pull out the other one. Try it. You'll find something that turkey likes. It's weird. You're sitting over there looking like turkey likes.
No, they all sound the same to me.
No, they got different pitches.
They're either doing
raspy, high pitch
thing, or they're high screeching or whatever. But they all sound the same to me.
No, there's a big difference. But that's what I do. I carry usually a minimum of 5 strikers, most times 7. Just depends on how many I can cram in the pocket. But then I'll get 1 or 2 that I really like with certain calls and that kind of thing. So, but anyway, getting back to the show. Dustin and I will be getting up there not Tuesday, but Wednesday morning. We're going to leave way early so we can be there when Roger and William get to the show.
Well, Laura and I will be there Thursday.
Yeah. Yep.
Sometime after.
We won't have quite the time. You know, I can't promise cards and flowers because, you know, we got up there on Tuesday last time and y'all came in on Thursday. So we had Tuesday and Wednesday to go
But
shop.
That was so sweet. They had Valentine cards and flowers and balloons and everything else sitting there waiting for us and candy. It was so sweet.
Mm-hmm. Well, occasionally, you know, trying to butter you up. I'm going to be gone a lot of days. Maybe not a lot of, you know.
Butter me up? You think I get mad?
Well, I don't know.
When have I ever said anything about you going hunting?
I don't know.
I've never said a word.
Well, regardless, when I get to the show, first thing I'm going to do is try to get that book. Then I'm going to go over to the Apex Ammo. I've been messaging back and forth with those guys, and I've bought enough ammo that I should have got a free, you know, you see I got 4 different collector's boxes. You got to buy 3 boxes of shells at the show to get that box. And I'm going, wait a minute. I've bought 2 for me this year. I didn't know because they made it sound on the email like they weren't going to have any. Get your back order in now. So I back ordered it, and hell, they came in a week. And then I just ordered a couple more boxes for Derek Crane. So that's 4 boxes. So I should have a collector's box. And
you will when you buy 3 or 4 more boxes.
Not at $100 a box. No. I will not be. I don't need it. I already had a couple of boxes. I'm just making sure I have enough for all of our travels. But, you know, last year, I killed, 3 here in Alabama, 1 in Illinois, 2 in Tennessee, 1 in Canada. I mean,
how many are in a box?
5.
5 shells in one box for $100.
Mm-hmm. $20 a shot now.
I don't want to hear another word about my packages coming in.
Cheapest thing I carry in my vest is a shell. That's the cheapest thing I carry. $100.
No, well, I don't want to hear another word about
$60
my packages coming in.
You know, I forgot what I paid for that.
Or about my Diamond Dot stash.
No. You've got enough Diamond Dot stash to get you through the apocalypse. I mean, you could not order anything today and you could retire and not finish them all. But no, I mean, the TSS used to be in the $40s and $50 box. People were screaming about it. And because TSS went up, because it all comes from China, it went up because of tariffs, I'm sure. But I tell people all the time, because they all holler out, oh, TSS, you're just out there killing turkeys at 70, 80 yards, which you can. You could. And if that's why you turkey hunt, you probably shouldn't be turkey hunting. My goal is to get them inside 40 all the way to, heck, at the end of my toes, if I could get them there. Most of my shots are somewhere 20 to 30 yards. But I will not lie. If I'm going to be on a pay hunt, let's just say I'm in Missouri, it's my last day to hunt, and that turkey's hung up at 50 yards, I'm going to shoot him. I'm going to shoot him with TSS. You couldn't do that with the original old stuff. So anyway, I'm going to go over there and try to beg me out a box. Anybody at Apex is listening, DM me. Let me know. We are still looking for an ammo sponsor. We got T-shirts. We're going to bring us some T-shirts up. I've got to get that all squared away. Probably just carry that one big box. Keep it in the truck.
The gobble-smacked ones?
Mm-hmm. And Dustin and I will be selling those separate from the legacy stuff. Cash or check. We won't be swiping credit cards. I have Venmo. We can do Venmo as well. But we got all sizes from XXX to small. So if you're wanting a T-shirt, all we're doing is selling this. We're not selling it to make money. We're just trying to cover some of our costs because we don't have sponsors. We're looking for a few sponsors if you're interested, but this equipment costs money. We have subscriptions to our site that we produce the podcast on and it distributes it out, that kind of thing. There's just cost involved. So, yeah, we're not looking to get rich or make money off this. So that's the reason we're selling a T-shirt or two. I'd hope to have hats, but we just didn't have time to get the hats in before the show. But yeah, I look forward to, I like to go in and of course I'll make my rounds and try to see, I'll see the Talk About It Outdoor guys, try to make it by and see Shane Simpson. He's been on the podcast. That was a great podcast. I'm hoping to run into Cuz Strickland and Lauren and their family again. I usually see them. Will Primos, he's a nice guy. Of course, Toxie. He and I were in a conversation last year, and we was actually talking about Tom Kelly. And he was about to tell me something about Tom. I knew Tom couldn't travel anymore, but this lady she just come in there and got between us and started talking, and he just kind of gave me the eye, and I smiled at him and kind of motioned like I'll come back later, but I never did. I didn't have time. There's so many people comes through that show. Thursdays used to be the time to kind of get out and see everybody, but it got busy. But Friday and then Saturday, I would think wouldn't you think the bulk of people come through on Saturday?
Yeah, I did. I do not find Saturdays at that convention to be very enjoyable.
Well, I mean, I would say probably...
Not because it's a bad convention, but because it is literally elbow-to-elbow people and disease central. Because people come in there with all kinds of coughs and sneezes and everything else. You just know you're going to leave there with the plague.
Well, hand sanitizer is a must.
Oh, yeah.
So, but I would think... maybe a quarter of the people show up on Thursday, and then maybe a third of the people are there on Friday, and then Saturday is the rest of them. Wouldn't you think that? I'd say 50% of the people probably.
Yeah, I mean, Saturdays are insane.
That's when they hold all the main calling competitions. They do it, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I think they do all their rounds on the Grand National Calling. I'm gonna try to go listen to a little bit of it. Seems like I always miss it because William's so busy, and it takes all of us in the booth sometimes just to take care of everybody stopping because, like I said, he's been in the call business for 30 years. And
oh, yeah, I don't even work the booth, and I find myself just stalling people and BSing until somebody's free to help them.
Yeah. That's if somebody's wanting something and you can't get to them and they walk on, chances are they're not coming back. They'll find it. Now, there is people that only use his calls and come to that show just to buy his calls. I'm amazed at that. I mean, I've seen the same guy every year for the 3 years that I've paid attention to it come and buy a half a dozen mouth calls, the same calls, because he knows he won't see William until the following year. Although he could probably find them at most sporting goods stores carry the Legacy brand, or you go, you order them on the website. He's got a website that's got most everything. And then he said it, I think he even said it on this podcast when he was on the podcast that they were, if he would call, if they weren't on the website, if it's a call that he's made in the past that maybe didn't sell so good, but you loved it, all you got to do is call him. The number on the package is his cell phone number, and tell him what you want. He'll make it. He'll go back and make it. I don't know if you like the Hubba Bubba call and it ain't been made in 10 years. All you got to tell him is, make me up a couple of Hubba Bubba calls, and he'll do it and mail them to you. So that's
he really does go out of his way and bend over backwards.
Well, all of his calls, his box calls, his pot calls, he makes deer grunt calls, coon squallers, all those kind of calls all have a lifetime warranty on them. Not the mouth calls. No mouth call is going to last a lifetime. But if you had one that didn't perform like you thought it should, people have called him before, and he'll just tell them, give me your address and I'll send you another one. Send that back to me or whatever. Like nobody's going to put it in their mouth, but
no, but he may want to check it out to see what went wrong.
Yeah. Well, his mouth calls are not mass produced. He makes every call one at a time.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's doing it right now. I would have called him tonight and saw if he wanted to do the podcast, but I guarantee you he's out there making calls right now. That's all he'll do all day long. And, shortly after that, March 7th is the Call Makers show at Mossy Oak in West Point.
Hopefully it'll be warmer this year.
Well,
it was a little bit chilly.
There's a thing. I don't know what's going to happen. It won't matter to anybody that don't live around Birmingham, but one of our big sporting goods stores, Mark's Outdoors, sold. They've got new owners now, and they changed their turkey day. Has always been on a weekday on like a Thursday. The Thursday would be, I think it was like Thursday was Mark's Outdoors. Friday would be Woods and Water. And then I want to say they skipped a week, and then you went to the Call Makers. Well, this year they're doing Mark's Outdoors on the same day as Call Makers, March 7th. And Williams wanting to split up. He's going to stay either at Mark's Outdoors and Roger's going, and he wanted me and Dustin to split up. But I'm not sure that we're going to have to discuss all that.
Can y'all be apart for that long?
He's been working these storms for 2 weeks. Right now, I'm sure he's crying because I didn't answer the phone. He didn't even text me back when I said what I was doing. So what do you mean? What are you trying to say? What are you implying?
I'm just asking if you can be apart from your boyfriend that long.
He is a friend. He is a hunting partner.
Well, I don't mean literal.
That's what it sounded like to me.
Come on now. That's just what I call him.
Well, since you're going to insult me.
I'm
right
not
here,
insulting you.
You insulted me right there. Insulted Dustin. All right. So
what was that bug a lot?
It's a ladybug. I don't know.
I think they're related to cockroaches.
We have been inundated with ladybugs. You haven't been down to the camper, have you?
I saw. Was
you there when the big hundreds of them were coming out?
Well, not the huge mass invasion, but I was there.
They were still crawling this past weekend. And, we done had single-digit temperatures. My camper actually froze that night. I couldn't even drain it down because the water line was froze, and they were still crawling.
Well, these are not real ladybugs anyway. The orange ones are not real, true ladybugs.
No.
They are Asian beetles that were imported and are invasive.
And they love houses. Anyway, we're not going to talk about that. Let's, I guess we'll wrap it on up. I know you're so excited. Anything you want to ask that you've always wondered about? Tell everybody how you enjoy my travels, my dead turkeys.
I do enjoy you going out and having good luck on your hunting trips. I'm not like those wives that get mad when you leave.
I think you and Laura enjoy us being gone. I know she's happy when he gets a storm call out. Well, I do have a grandson I'm going to try to get a turkey for.
Yeah.
Once again, he don't seem too enthusiastic.
Well,
he's hit or miss.
You know, Sarah was trying to get in touch with you today because you have a granddaughter who wants to try hunting.
Well, her daddy hadn't even killed a turkey yet.
I don't know if she wants to turkey hunt or deer hunt, but she wants to try.
I texted her when I come back in from deer hunting this evening and said, I'm home. Got a red reply, and she never called.
Well.
So there you go.
She's probably dealing with she's got 3 dogs now. And
well, that's her problem.
A kid and everything else.
Well, all right. I guess we'll wrap this one up, but I want to just tell everybody to come see us. If you want to see me and Dustin, I know we've had a couple of people, believe it or not, there's a couple of people come by just to see us. I'm sure we'll see Donnie McDowell again.
Well, maybe you can gift him a Gobblesmack shirt.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. He's got money. Gift. What is this gift? I don't even gift turkeys. You don't want to gift turkey. I have been gifted a turkey. They're almost unkillable. I did kill the one I was given, though. My old cousin. He hunted him for a month, couldn't kill him, so he told me to go over there. I could hunt him if I wanted to. I went over there and killed him the first morning. Anyway.
I bet Rick loved that.
Oh, he was upset. Anyway, all right. Well, if you ain't got nothing else, just come out and see us at the Legacy Premium Game Calls booth, or we'll be floating around in there. Might see us at Talk About It Outdoors or KT or
the Watering Hole.
Watering Hole.
By about lunchtime. It's time to go to grab some lunch and get off your feet at the Watering Hole for a little while.
We don't usually do that at the Watering Hole. We usually at the pizza place or the hamburger joint.
Well, I know. You go get food and then you go there.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, all right. Well, unless you've got something wonderful to say, I do appreciate you coming on.
Well, I appreciate being here.
I don't know if that's true or not. Anyway, it did keep me from sitting in here and rambling for an hour by myself, but I believe I could have done it.
I do not have a doubt in the world that you could have done it.
I talked to myself all day at work. You should hear them girls in the office. What did you say? And I'm going, I wasn't talking to you.
Oh, I don't even listen anymore. I know exactly who you're talking to. And he answers himself.
Well, that's the true sign of insanity when you answer yourself when you're talking to yourself. All right. Anyway, I guess we'll get out of here. See you guys at the show and take care of your trees because that's where the turkeys sleep.